Hello, good morning, my dear students. You are welcome to my English video. And today I am going to start a new chapter from Footprints Without Feet. Chapter number 7, The Necklace. This story is moving round a necklace, and Matilda is the main and important character in this story. Matilda is a pretty girl. Unfortunately, she is born in a poor family of clerks. अब हम कह सकते हैं कि ऑफिस में बैठ के पेपर वर्क करने वाले जो होते हैं, that is called clerks. She always dreams of having things of luxury. She always dreams of having a life of luxury, luxurious life. She always desires for this kind of life, but she has to marry a small clerk. She has to marry. She remains very unhappy. She keeps grumbling about the poverty of her house and clothes. She is always angry with her poverty because she wants to be rich and she wants to live a luxurious life. Once her husband brings her an invitation to a big party. Matilda borrows a diamond necklace from a rich friend of hers. She wants to wear it for the party. Unfortunately, she loses the necklace. Then what happens? I will tell you in this story. Let us read this story. Open your book on page number 39. The Necklace, chapter 7. She was one of those pretty young ladies born as if through an error of destiny into a family of clerks. One very beautiful and very, very pretty lady is found in this story. She was born by error of destiny. Why? This phrase error of destiny means by the mistake of God she has been born. Why? What mistake we are talking about here? The mistake that God has made her so pretty. She is so beautiful and pretty lady. She is the only prettiest creature of her family of clerks. She had no dowry. She had no dowry, no hopes. Dowry means dahej. If she wants to marry with the person, she must have dowry, as this is the custom of our society. But she had no dowry. In the same way, she had no hopes, no means of becoming known. उसके पास कोई ऐसा साधन नहीं है कि वो शोहरत हासिल कर सके. She has no means of becoming popular, loved and married by a man either rich or distinguished. Distinguished means very special person, typical person. She had no any quality except her beauty. कि वो किसी बहुत बड़े धनवान व्यक्ति के साथ मैरिज कर सके और अपना नाम रोशन कर सके. Only she had beauty. She was only beautiful, except she had no wealth, and she allowed herself to marry a petty clerk in the office of Board of Education. Only she had to marry the clerk who works in the Board of Education. In the office of Board of Education, she was simple, but she was unhappy. She was very simple lady, but unhappy. Why unhappy? Unhappy with her poverty. She suffered incessantly. Incessantly means continuously. She had been suffering continuously, feeling herself born of all delicacies and luxuries. She thought about herself that she was born for all rare food, expensive foods, for luxuries. She was born for this. She suffered from the poverty of her apartment. अपने घर की गरीबी से वो सफर कर रही थी. The shabby walls and worn chairs, shabby walls of her house, because she was poor. Her house walls were also shabby, dirty, and her furniture of her house was worn. And all these things tortured and angered her. All these things, उसके आसपास की दीवारें, उसका घर, उसका पुराना टूटा फूटा फर्नीचर, जिससे वो बहुत दुखी और अपने आप को टॉर्चर्ड महसूस करती थी और गुस्सा हो जाया करती थी. When she had seated herself for dinner opposite her husband, who uncovered the tureen with a delighted air. When she had seated herself for dinner, when she sat for dinner before her husband. Opposite means before her husband. जब वो भोजन खाना खाने के लिए अपने पति के सामने बैठती थी तो शोरबे वाली रकाबी का ढक्कन उठाता, तो वो हस्बैंड क्या शोरबे का सूप का बर्तन जो होता है ट्यूरिन कहते हैं, कवर्ड डिश ऑफ सूप, उसका ढक्कन वो बड़े खुशी के साथ उठाता. वो कहता वाह कितना बढ़िया शोरबा है ना. बिकॉज दैट हस्बैंड वॉज सेटिस्फाइड एंड कंटेंटेड विद हर लाइफ, with his life. He was satisfied. Although he was poor, he was a small clerk, but he was contented with his life. On the other hand, wife was very furious and excited and very angered to see her life, how life is going in a poverty full of situation of poverty. And वो कहता oh the good pot pea means fresh soup of meat के उस fresh soup को देख के वो कितना खुश हो जाता था. अरे वाह कितना बढ़िया बना. I know nothing better than that. I don't know, this is the very precious thing for me. I don't know about anything except this soup. She would think of elegant dinners, but वो उसकी जो पत्नी थी वो elegant dinners means graceful and grand dinners के बारे में सोचती थी, जिसमें कि 10-20 तरह की डिशेस हों और बहुत ही कॉस्टली फूड हो, वो ओनली उसके बारे में सोचा करती थी. And she thought of exquisite means marvelous food. She thought of only marvelous food, delicious food, tasty food, and many types of dishes of foods. She only thought about this. She had neither frocks nor jewels, nothing. उसके पास नई फ्रॉक्स वगैरह नहीं थी, jewels, ornaments नहीं थे. And she loved only those things. She loved only those things. Once a poet told in his poetry, in his poem, the world is too much with us. I think I think that this verse is said by Wordsworth. The world is too much with us. संसार ही हमारे साथ सबसे ज़्यादा होता है. दैट मीन्स के हम वी आर लॉस्ट इन द पॉम्पेंट शो ऑफ आवर लाइफ, द ग्रैंड एंड क्या कहते हैं कि जीवन के बहुत धन दौलत और उसकी रौनक में हम खो जाते हैं. इसलिए वर्ड्सवर्थ ने लाइन कही थी कि द वर्ल्ड इज टू मच विद अस. इफ यू रीड दिस पोएम you will be very happy with these lines. The same thing is happening with this lady Matilda. She had a rich friend. Where we were, she loved only those things which were full of क्या कहते हैं उस शान शौकत से मैग्निफिसेंट एंड मार्वलस थिंग्स को वो बहुत पसंद करती थी, जैसे फ्रॉक्स, new frocks of new designs and costly frocks and ornaments of gold, jewelry. She had a rich friend, a schoolmate at a convent. When she was studying in a convent school, she had a schoolmate. She had a rich friend who she did not like to visit. She did not like to visit her house because she was poor and that friend was very rich. So she did not want to torture herself by seeing her magnificent life, her luxurious life. वो उसको देख करके अपने को छिजाना जलाना कुड़ाना नहीं चाहती थी. She suffered so much when she returned. She wept for whole days from despair. जब वो उसके घर जाके लौटती थी तो वो अपनी होपलेसनेस और डिसअपॉइंटमेंट को लेकर के बड़ी क्या रोती थी. हम भी आज किसी रिच फ्रेंड को देखते हैं, उसके पास लग्जरियस कार हो, बैंगलो हो, और हम पुअर हों तो हमको भी वी विल बिकम होपलेस एंड डिसअपॉइंटेड विद बाय सीइंग his or her life of our rich friend. One evening her husband returned elated, bearing in his hand a large envelope. One evening what happened? Her husband returned with a large envelope and he was very greatly delighted. He said, here is something for you. She quickly drew out a printed card on which were inscribed these words. At once she opened the envelope and she drew out the card. Card was kept in that envelope and she drew out very carelessly in a quick way, and she wrote what was written in that card. The Minister of Public Instruction and Madam George Ramponi asked the honor of M.E. Loisel, Mr. and Mrs. Loisel's company, Monday evening, January 18, at the minister's residence. This is the invitation card only and only. It was mere a card. It was simply an invitation which could not make Matilda happy. Only she was lost in the dream of wealth, jewels and costly things. इस कार्ड ने उसको खुश नहीं किया, क्योंकि वो तो पहले से ही एक लग्जरियस लाइफ बिताने के लिए और महंगी चीज़ों का यूज़ करने के सपने देखने में खोई हुई थी, और इस कार्ड में ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि वो उसको खुश कर सके. बट उसका हस्बैंड ये सोच के आया खुशी कि वो खुश हो जाएगी, उसकी वाइफ खुश हो जाएगी, और ये सोच के कि भाई वो कभी कहीं निकलती नहीं है तो इस बहाने कहीं उसकी आउटिंग हो जाएगी इस पार्टी में जाने के बहाने, इसलिए वो खुश हो रहा था. बट इट वॉज totally useless. Instead of being delighted as her husband had hoped, she threw the invitation spitefully. Spitefully means being angry. Upon the table, murmuring. Murmuring means speaking in a low voice. बड़े बुदबुदाते हुए, बोलते हुए, गुस्से में, चिड़चिड़ करते हुए उसने वो कार्ड फेंक दिया. What do you suppose I want with that? What will I do to this card? What did you suppose with me? She asked like this. But my dearie, I thought it would make you happy. The husband is telling this line, this sentence, but my dearie, I thought it would make you happy. You never go out, and this is an occasion, and a fine one. Everybody wishes one, and it is very select. Not many are given to employees. ये बहुत कम लोगों को ये कार्ड मिला है इनविटेशन का, और मुझे उम्मीद थी कि तुम खुश हो जाओगी क्योंकि तुम कहीं जाती नहीं हो. बहुत सारे एम्प्लॉयज़ को ये कार्ड नहीं मिला है जो मुझे मिला है, और अपने को वहाँ पर जाके में वी हैव टू इन्वॉल्व इन दैट पार्टी. दैट इज़ वेरी ग्रैंड फॉर अस. ग्रैंड पार्टी फॉर यू, एंड you will see the whole official world there. And what will you see? You will see whole official, many officials will come there, and you will be introduced with them. Okay? And she looked at him with an irritated eye. Still she is not understanding the feeling of her husband. She is looking at him with irritated eye, with great anger. She is staring and looking at him, and declared impatiently, and she said impatiently, restlessly, what do you suppose I have to wear to such a thing as that? What will I wear? I have no important and beautiful clothes and costumes to wear in this party. He had not thought of that. He stammered. Stammered means spoke with halts. रुक रुक के बोलना, हकलाना. That is called stammering. He stammered, why the dress you wear when we go to the theatre, it seems very pretty to me. You have this dress whenever we go to theatre, we go to cinema. This dress looks very pretty. In this dress you also look very pretty and beautiful. Don't complain like that. He was also silent, stupefied in dismay. He was shocked and became silent. He was in grief by the complaint of his wife. उसकी वाइफ की कंप्लेंट से वो बेचारा शॉक्ड रह गया, मिजरेबल हो गया, डिसमे हो गया, डिसअपॉइंटेड हो गया. He stammered. Again he stammered. What is the matter? What is the matter? What is the matter? By a violent effort, she had controlled her vexation. Vexation means irritation. Vexation means irritation, and responded in a calm voice. She controlled her irritation, and she spoke in a calm voice. Calm voice means voice of silence, voice of peace. Wiping her moist cheeks. Moist cheeks means wet cheeks. Cheeks were wet with her tears. उसके आंसुओं से वो cheeks भीग गए थे उनको पहुँचते हुए. बड़े ही शांति से उसने कहा, nothing, only I have no dress, and consequently I cannot go to this affair. Give your card to some colleagues, those whose wife is better fitted out than I. This line, underline this. She is totally hopeless. And what she complains, again she is complaining her husband that she has no such a dress in which I can look very beautiful and I can join that party. मैं उस पार्टी को join कैसे कर सकती हूँ, ऐसी कोई ड्रेस नहीं है. Consequently, as a result, I cannot go to this party, this affair. You can give this. She asked her husband to give that card to someone else whose wife is better fitted out than I. जिसकी पत्नी मेरे से ज़्यादा इस पार्टी के लिए फिट बैठती है, जाने में ब्यूटीफुल है, उसको आप ये कार्ड दे दो. आई कांट गो, मैं नहीं जा सकती, बिकॉज आई एम वेरी पुअर, आई एम होपलेस, आई डोंट हैव एनी ब्यूटीफुल ड्रेस. ही वॉज, और ड्रेस भी नहीं है और ज्वेलरी भी नहीं है उसके पास, वो करेगी क्या वहां पे जाके. ही वॉज ग्रीव्ड, ही वॉज unpleasant. He was grieved but answered, "Let us see, Matilda, how much would a suitable costume cost? Something that would serve for other occasions, something very simple." Now he says that we should see how much would the suitable costume cost. He is now thinking to purchase new one costume for her, for this occasion. Okay, now that person, her husband is making efforts to do something for her so that she may join the party, and he's very serious and taking decision very sincerely. He is trying to do something to remove this problem, to solve this problem. Okay, dear students, today it is sufficient, and be ready for the next part of this story. I will start in the next video. Till that, you read this story carefully and try to understand the story of this chapter, and you can go on further reading this story and understanding. Don't stay where I have stayed myself. You can read all the story by yourself, and I will start the next part in the next video. And take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. And due to coronavirus, the condition is going to be worse and worse. It is going to be critical day by day. I'm not making you I don't want you to become afraid of anything, any disease. You are safe by the grace of God, but be careful. We will have to be careful and take care of yourself and your elders and youngers. Use mask whenever you go out. Use sanitizer when you go out and come in your house. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.